Hey Scrappers, it's Vanessa here, and today I have a layout for Color Rush Studios, and I'm also playing along with 30 Days of Sketches. You'll have seen the sketch at the beginning of the video, and this is actually the one I created for for this series, which was really funny. It turned out that it fell on the day that I have a Color Rush Studio design team layout due, so I thought I would use my sketch to create this layout, and so it'll pop up in the corner here in just a moment as well. And I thought I would show you real quick what I'm going to use, because I am going to do some fussy cutting off camera, and then we'll come back and put the layout together. One quick note is don't forget links are all down below for 30 Days of Sketches, as well as all the links for Color Rush Studio to grab this kit. And if you're looking to buy things from the shop, like the stitching templates or any of the other bits and pieces, you can always use 10 Vanessa to get a discount. So go check those links down below. Lots of fun things to hop through the 30 Days of Sketches, among other things, so go check that out. So here's what I'm going to, or plan to use. I do plan to cut at least one or two of these rulers from this pattern paper. And then I have this. I want to fussy cut this out. I think that's all I'm going to use right now on this. From this is this one. I might use something from here, so I pulled it, or I might use a piece of the back. I haven't quite decided yet. This one here, I know I want to take something, possibly use this card and this one. So I'm going to fussy cut both of those. And then this is going to be my background. I am going to cut the center out of this so that I don't waste that paper. And then this is going to be my background. So I have this ledger paper that's going to act as my background. So that is what I'm playing with. I have a piece of the frazzle. I have my photos. I am going to use the adventure title from the acrylic kit, as well as some of the stickers from here, but we will get to that as we go. So I'm going to go off camera and put my background together. So I'm going to put these two pieces together and then do the fussy cutting that I want for some of these pieces and figure out if I'm going to use the banners, and then we're going to come back and put this layout together. I'm also, I don't know if I'll do it on camera, or I might show it as part of the process and start it, but I do have banners, and I'm going to use a punch for that. So when I come back, you'll see that, and then I'll probably stop and finish making the banners off camera because it is going to take a minute, but we'll get to that. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and do this cutting off camera, and then we'll get started on this layout. Okay, I have my background down, and you saw that I did bring in some vintage photo distress oxide, and I did do some splatters on the background. So now we are going to start laying out our pieces that are going to go on our page. So I have two strips of paper, the navy, and then that green with a mustard yellow star, very distressed. And I have distressed all the edges. I didn't mention that, but I did do that off camera. I also have this yellow paper. That is actually the ruler paper, but it's the back side of that. I ended up using that instead of the rulers. I am going to distress that off camera, and it does get cut down. But right now I'm just laying it all out, and as you can see, it all keeps moving, which is good. I'm going to struggle with this, and everything moving quite a bit. So you're going to see me move things around and keep having to replace or move the photos and everything back and forth. So that's why I go off camera and glue all this down. Now at some point, I think it's in the next section after I've glued down at least the main bits, my camera ran out of space, and so I do lose a little bit of the video. I tried to kind of fill in when I came back and realized the issue. and show some of the things that I missed, but we'll see how this goes. So basically here is how everything's going to lay out. I'm getting that 4x6 that I had cut that centerpiece out. That's going to hold my title, which, like I said, is adventure. So I have that matching where it is on the sketch. And then, as you can see, I've gone off camera and glued those pieces down. Now I'm going to work on building my embellishment clusters. And I have cut pieces from 2 4x6 cards, and then I did take a punch and I punched that nature awaits from the 3x4 card, as well as the deer. I cut that out as well, and so I'm going to layer that up here at the bottom. So it's going to be the cluster sort of representing that bottom, and then I did pull in the sticker tree, and that's going to get popped up here on some foam, and I'm going to place it on top of the 2 black and white trees, or black and cream, I guess it really is. And so now it looks like there's like a little bit of forest down there to kind of go with my forest pictures. I have the compass from the sticker sheet, and I'm going to place that up here. It's going to go underneath and kind of tilt and sort of hang on the edge of that card. I will mention that all the photos are popped up on foam, and I did cut out the ribbon from underneath the photos. However, because the ribbon was there, it did make it so that the photos were kind of higher off the page, or needed to be higher off the page. So I did add foam behind all of the photos, which allows me to tuck things around it. So in doing that, I also had to pop up the kind of little journaling card that holds my title. So just a note. So this, because this camera is going to cover both the photo and hit the background, I had to pop it up as well. The journey is just stuck down right on the page. And so I'm creating a little cluster up there, again, to mirror the cluster that is on the sketch that I have created. Now I realized that the camera, because it was angled, it felt weird, like it was kind of hanging off the edge and there was nothing underneath it. So there was a label from the back of that navy paper that had all the 3x4s. There was a card that had a label on it. I cut that out, and I'm going to place that Trailblazer word strip from the sticker sheet on that label, and it just kind of makes the camera not feel like it's falling off the page or off the side of the photo. So I do like that. Now here is where I lost footage because I was trying to figure out, I have banners on my sketch, however there's just so much going on. I didn't feel the need to have the banners, but I wanted to represent them. So I took my banner punch like I showed, and I punched out little banners, and instead of placing them in a sort of banner that's kind of going around the page, I decided to just stick them in amongst my clusters. So now I have like little banner pieces coming out. So I feel like I get the representation that I was going for with the banners, but not sort of stringing them along. I felt like it would make it, this layout is pretty busy as it is, and I felt like adding that would make it even more busy. So I'm going to finish off the layout here with some enamel dots. These are just from my stash, not from the kit. But this just adds a bit of a different texture. And so at this point, that is going to do it for this page. Still photos will be coming up next. All the links will be down below for all of the Hop and the Color Brush Studio. And with that, guys, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye.